Hi, my name is Anne Marie, and I'm a librarian here at the Merced County Library. Did you know that fully 10% of people experiencing homelessness have full-time jobs, and that another 20% have regularly scheduled part-time employment, and that every day in America, millions of families experience food and shelter insecurity? The common denominator between all of these groups is minimum wage. Back in the year 2000, investigative journalist Barbara Ehrenreich decided to find out what's it like living day to day at the bottom of the wage scale. And the result of her investigative journalism is this book, Nickel and Dimed on Not Getting By in America. She took a year of her life. She left her comfortable middle class life and she went out and she applied for minimum wage jobs. She had full-time employment, sometimes she had 2 jobs, and she moved around the country. And what she found, the biggest surprise for her, was that she had to face her unconscious biases and her unexamined privilege. She had no idea what life is like at the bottom of the wage scale. She found that every day you had to make decisions. You had to decide between living far away from work where you could afford accommodation and then having a long, expensive commute, or living in your car for free close to work. You had to choose between medication or utility bills. You had to choose between childcare and food. That every day these people, us, Americans, have to make these tough decisions. One of the biggest things that she did not have, the skill set she lacked the most, were life skills. How do you make ends meet? How do you coordinate all of this? She found that she could not live on minimum wage by herself, even with all of her advantages, her race, her education, her lack of children in the home. She still couldn't make ends meet. The only time that she managed to support herself through the end of the month was when she was working 7 days a week, 2 jobs, one of the jobs paid for meals. This book is heart-wrenching. It's a quick read. It's tough, but it's also surprising. It's also life-affirming and heartwarming. The people she meets on her journey help each other. They're regular Americans just like her. She didn't want to tell people she was a writer. Well, she found out that poor people are writers too. And it was a learning experience for her and a fascinating journey, and I highly recommend Nickel and Dimed on Not Getting By in America by Barbara Ehrenreich. Check it out, it's at your library.